Guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Mystic Destinies. Chapter 12, Clash in the Underworld. Clash in the Underworld! I don't know. I'm still sick. Obviously, I'm recording these back to back, so my throat hurts. I'm like choked to death. I can't breathe out of my nose. It's like I don't feel bad until I start trying to record, then I'm like, okay, talking is not going well right now. But anyway, we're gonna do this. So yeah. Jinso, Yasu, and I stride down Yoru Street, with me in the middle. Ooh, man sandwich. Jinso quickly explains to us about Azucena's hideout. Just storming in right now would be suicide, and completely idiotic. So we need to prepare before we can go in. Makes sense. Do you still have that weapons cache hidden away? This feels so weird, walking between two detectives like this. Listening to them talk about pulling off a rescue mission? Feels like I'm in some movie. Or an awesome video game. You know, visual novel game. Anyway, nothing about my life has been even remotely normal since that day. There's been danger at every turn. But right now, I feel safe. There's something about these two together like this that makes me feel confident that we can do it. Oh, but there is something. Hey, Yasu... Yasu glances back at me. Yeah, what's up, Inara? Can you explain what exactly happened up till now? I just realized that I don't know your side of the story. It's a really long story. There's no time for me to tell the whole thing, so I'll just explain what happened on the last day. Basically, I was getting too close to Azucena's secrets, and someone found me out. The way he smiles sends a chill down my spine. I still don't know who exactly, but I'll find out later, and pay them a little visit. Anyway, Azucena sent June to finish me off. I was a little surprised that she didn't come do it herself. A better way to make sure the job's done right. Or make sure the job is done, right? But I guess she thought it might be ironic to send the guy who helped me out on numerous occasions instead. Wait, what? June helped you? He nods. There are few people who hate Azucena more than Junichi does. There are few. That much should be obvious to anyone. I almost walk right into a passerby at what he says. I step out of the way right in time. What? But that makes no sense. If he hates her so much... That does explain why he calls her rude names all the time, I guess. But still, if he hates her so much, why does he work for her? She's always had something over him. What, though, I can only guess. It's not something she's ever shared with me. He's ever shared with me, sorry. That still doesn't excuse the attempted murder on his part. Yasu sighs. Well, knowing that, I should have seen it coming. I'm sure Azucena had a good laugh at sending Junichi to do her dirty work. No matter how skilled I was still only human then. And June happens to be a powerful vampire. There's a reason people don't mess with him for the most part. If you don't count Azucena, that is. So when he attacked me, I knew that may well be my end. After a short fight, June finished it by biting me. The way he looked down at me, I think he regretted it. But in the end, he left me there to die. I thought I was going to die right there, all alone in some trash-filled alley. But a very familiar woman in red appeared before me then. Shizuka. Yasuhiro nods. She seemed sad. She even apologized for being too late. She said she would do what she could for me. The last thing I remember is her glowing green eyes. I was so confused as to why she was there. But I felt I could trust her in that moment. So that's what happened then. My investigation had indicated that a powerful sorceress had dealings with Azucena. If it was really her who put me in the coma, then she gave me a chance to change into a vampire instead of dying. She saved me. But it also probably means that she had something to do with the disappearances that I was originally looking into. I have no idea what to think. She helped Yasu, but then she was working for or with Azucena, and yeah, no idea what the fuck to think anymore. I push those thoughts away for now. Instead, I focus on getting my whatever Takumi is to me now back to safety. Love of your life? Ah, apple of your eye? Cream in your coffee? Yes, I just quoted lines from Roger Rabbit. Thank you very much. I'm trying not to cough into the microphone, but oh my god. Reading hurts my throat. Knowing that we had to prepare, I suggested that we go to Aurelia's and talk to her to see if she could do anything. But when we get to her place, we see Naoki already there, talking to Aurelia. Both of them turn to us as we walk in. Sorry, I was yawning. I'm not Junichi. I'm his twin, so you can go ahead and stop glaring now. Twin? Yasu goes quiet for a moment, looking pensive. For a small moment, I wish I could just read his thoughts. Then he looks at Aurelia with a smile. Long time no see, Aurelia. They know each other? That's an understatement. I'm glad you're back safe. Why are you here, Okura? Apparently losing patience, Jinsal cuts through the greeting between old friends. Junichi has gone missing. I believe that he is wherever Takumi Arai is. I like the fact that he's a vampire wearing a cross. That's pretty awesome. Not something you'd think you'd expect to see, but... Yasuhiro and Jinsal look thoughtful. I decide to take the moment of silence to chime in. Why don't you come with us, then? It looks like Taku is where Azucena is, so that's where we're headed. We could always use more people. Especially strong ones. Hold up. Yes, that makes sense. I was going to find him anyway. If they've truly taken June, they're likely no friend of mine anymore. I'm not the type to wait around to get attacked. If it's your family, why are they attacking Junichi then? The Okura family is the largest vampire family in Japan, but the Mafia is just a small part of that whole. A part I rarely have anything to do with. As to your other question, I can only assume that Azucena doesn't give a damn that we're part of the family. She's either trying to lure me into a trap, knowing I'd come after June, or she's simply trying to torture or kill Junichi. I know. Kill Junichi. Kill Allah. I can't. Spacey can't talk. Naoki's face becomes dark at this last sentence, and I'm suddenly very aware that he's a powerful vampire. I see. Jinsal steps forward. You could easily be lying and leading us into a trap. You're going right into the heart of Okura Mafia territory. How could I possibly lead you into any bigger of a trap? No one responds, and Naoki walks to the door. I'm going whether you are or not. You can risk it in your own or come with me. Fine, you have a point. But keep in mind that I never miss a shot. Now that that's settled, please give us a few moments to properly prepare. I wasn't exactly planning on storming a Mafia stronghold today. Aurelia walks over to the kitchen. She pulls out a small bag that I recognize as a sal from a cabinet and puts it on the counter. I'm so sorry. You're coming too? Aurelia starts pulling out weapons out of the bag and without looking responds. Of course I am. And I'm pretty fucking annoyed. People are as bad as packs, dragging me into dangerous messes all the time. Aurelia mutters under her breath as she continues her preparations. God damn it, Takumi, you stupid idiot. Kick your ass later. You'd better be alive. I smile at Aurelia where she can't see me. She must really be upset to be talking like that. Naoki, Jinsal, and Yasuhiro begin planning their entry into Azucena's stronghold. I try to stay out of the way while the others prepare and strategize. Takumi! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. My body is like, you're talking too much, we can't breathe, because I can't breathe through my nose, so. Takumi, you better still be safe and alive, you idiot. What kind of shit are you trying to pull anyway? I sigh, quietly wishing to myself that I can see him again soon. And when I do, I'll tell him that I'm alright, that none of this was his fault. We decided to split up and go in groups. The three men would go first, but if they took too long, I was to teleport inside to them, along with Aurelia, and help out. The plan was designed to create as little risk as possible to the weakest and least experienced members, but Jinsal refused to leave the two vampires alone. I may be human, but I am a supernatural detective. I'm used to dealing with vampires, so just worry about yourself, Yasu. Yasu gives a little nod, and Jinsu smiles. Are you sure you're going to be alright, Yasu? Aren't you rusty? Nah, for me it's like no time passed, and my body is stronger than ever. I got this. And if you two are done posturing, then let's head inside. Look at that! Look at the three pretty boys. All slightly different, but still slightly similar. They could be related. Good luck, all of you. With that, the three go down a side alley, leaving Aurelia and me by ourselves. Oh, I'm so tired. I'll try again. Because I'm not that tired, but good lord. They're headed to where the Acor's base is, underground. I literally cannot breathe out of my nose, and I feel like I'm slowly suffocating. Like, I've been fine all day, but it's like trying to read and everything makes you realize just how stuffed up your sinuses are, and like the stuff in your throat, and I didn't think it was that bad, but it just makes you notice, like, every little thing. Aurelia folds her arms and leans against a wall. She stares up at the full moon ahead of us, staying in the shadows. I sigh and lean against the wall with her. I decide to ask Aurelia a question that's been on my mind. Aurelia, how do you think Takumi will respond to Yasu now being a vampire? To be honest, I don't want to think about it. The feeling of something akin to dread grasps at me. I'm sure I'll be glad to have him back, though, right? Aurelia doesn't say anything, but nods faintly, and we fall into silence again. I look up at the moon again, ignoring the whispering shadows, now closer than ever before. I was like, I can hear the fucking things. I glance at my watch. It's been an hour since they left. I look at Aurelia, who nods and looks back at me. Time to go. Whatever we meet in there, though, it ain't gonna be pretty. You knew that they were gonna end up in there. Not like, hey, we'll just hang out here. Oh, they came back, and yay. That's not how it's gonna work. We may not come back out alive, but don't you dare let yourself think like that. Focus on survival. Focus on seeing Takumi again. I swallow and nod in agreement. I reach out and grab Aurelia's small hand. Let's go. I close my eyes and then, in my mind's eye, send my soul out to look for the most familiar one, Yasu's. I sense it some distance away, and I pull all my focus onto him. The now familiar feeling of porting engulfs me, and I hold on tighter to Aurelia, half paranoid that I might lose her. That would suck. She's a pretty good ass kicker, and then that would explain why she's all of a sudden in echoes. Ah, I'm trapped in some weird other world. I teleport with Aurelia right in the middle of a big fight between several vampires and the guys. As we appear on the scene, I see Jinsol pointing a gun my way, us having apparently gotten into his trajectory. He nearly shoots me, but Naoki runs toward me, picks me up, and moves before I even have time to process what's going on. He runs off again just as quick. Nice job, Inara. Really put us right in the middle of the action. Aurelia takes out a fancy-looking dagger of her own and thrusts it into a random nearby vampire's shoulder. I only have time to notice numerous bodies on the floor before one of the vampires comes at me. I panic, end up somehow dodging him, and then I kick him away from me. Nice one, Inara. Have you been training with Taku? Yasu yells as he shoots a vampire, charging him right between the eyes. The vampire crumples to the floor. Actually, no. With me. Unlike the others, I have no time for snarky comments. I decide to try out a spell I've been studying to make people fall unconscious. Because after what happened last time, I don't want to kill anyone. My goal is to snap my fingers and make one of the random vampires fighting everyone to pass out at once. But something goes wrong and one of the vampires ends up being thrown back at a wall. He almost hits Naoki, who narrowly dodges him. If that's what you call helping, don't. Sorry! Amidst the mayhem, I notice Nao calmly take down opponent after opponent. He seems to be employing some sort of precise martial arts moves instead of the street fighting all the other vampires use. I don't have time to wonder about him before another vampire is upon me. Kill him! He grabs me and squeezes so hard that I think my bones are going to break. I snap my fingers in his face. He passes out and I fall to the ground with him. I quickly roll away and get up. Suddenly, a group of other vampires rushes in. I hear some of them yell, "For the silver dogs," before quickly joining in the fight. I watch as the vampires fight each other, and I'm actually not sure who's who anymore. I just try to stay out of the way as I don't want to accidentally attack someone who's on our side. So I settle for defending my friends instead. Snapping my fingers several times, I knock out quite a few vampires that were attacking. In this manner, the battle is quickly over and everyone's left breathing heavily. Aurelia stands to face the vampires that identified themselves as silver dogs. Why are you here? We knew of Azucena's trap for Naoki and Detective Yasuhiro, so we decided to take that chance to kill off as many of her loyalists as possible. With this victory, we are only loyal to Kenzo Okura and will be able to take over the gang again. Hold up, trap? Where's Azucena? She's not here. When she heard that you had woken up, she knew you'd come after her eventually. She's been hiding out for days. Another vampire steps forward, one that I recognize as the leader of the Silver Dogs. I believe she was following a lead about that white-haired kid, if you want to go after her. She probably had her lover boy with her, too. He adds that last part, nodding at Neo, who gives no expression. You just want us to take care of her for you. Of course. So we wish you all the luck and thank you for your help so far. He laughs and leaves, but not before ordering his men to clean up the mess on the floor. My information must have been bad. It was meant to get us killed. God damn it. I'm sorry. Yasu pats Jinsol on the back. This chick is devious as hell and hard to catch. Don't worry about it. I can't hold it in anymore. Ugh! What now? Where is Taku? I just wanted her to be overly dramatic. I love it. Something nearby explodes, causing Yasu to just narrowly dodge the shrapnel. Naoki's steady and cool voice comes in then, cutting through my frustration. Calm down and think about this logically. You know him well. What do you think he's doing? Where would he be now? The last we know of him, he was upset because of what happened to me. Me getting shot by Azucena. I know Takumi. He must be trying to do something stupid. Going after Azucena. Or even trying to find a way out of humanity. Naoki suddenly frowns and looks away. You don't think... If he is, I'll murder him myself. I look at everyone in confusion. What? What do you want me... But then everything clicks. Wait. Taku and Jun are together. So you think... We all look at each other. Come with me. Is he going to become a vampire? Oh my god. Anyway, so that's chapter 12. I know Takumi's going to be a vampire. That's his secret side. Vampire. Kind of cool. Anyway, so I'm going to wrap this part up here, and when we come back in the next part, we'll figure out what happens. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up, and subscribe to see more.